My pulse raced at the astounding accomplishments of the mercenary known as Demon Lord. I forgot about my job and read everything I had on hand. Around the time Demon Lord received his nickname, South Belka showed signs of weariness regarding the war. Because the region was set up as a defense line to protect the birthplace of Belka in the north, the people's dissatisfaction had reached a climax. The cities declared themselves demilitarized and peacefully surrendered to the Allied forces. Unable to establish a defensive position, the Belkan army kept retreating to the north. The end of the war was fast approaching. I was given an opportunity to interview the former aces of the Belkan Air Force. Back then, they were the masters of the sky, and they had also known him. So I crossed the border to follow his trail. I wanted to capture the war and the Demon Lord from their point of view, to capture the voices of those who were there.
Man who upholds honor.
Indigo Team Commander, former member of the Belkan Air Force, 7th Air Division, 51st Tactical Fighter Squadron, Dmitri Heinrich. An ace whose precision and grace in flying earned him the title of Blue Heron. Today, he has his hands full with the family business.
Well, that day, right before I deployed, my airspace assignment was changed. Initially, my squadron was assigned to the Stable Eastern Front. That was changed to Area B7R, the round table where casualties were recorded at a fearsome pace. It's also the place where I met him. It was just two planes, him and an Eagle. And yet our lead force didn't stand a chance against them. I could tell he was good, and it was going to be bad for us. But there was something else I noticed. He hesitated. A vulnerability that can be exploited. I was certain I would win. The pilot was still young. He had yet to master the rules of combat. But in the end, I was shot down.
Fallen. Oh, yeah, this doesn't change.
Gelb Team's number 2, former member of the Belkan Air Force, 5th Air Division, 23rd Tactical Fighter Squadron, Rainer Altman. He flew the skies of Directus during the capital's liberation, and he's still there to this day.
I met him above this very sky. I can still hear the sound of the missile alerts from that day. I received an order to fly to Directus on my way back from an intercept mission on the southern defense line. The order itself wasn't unusual. We kept being deployed from one mission to the next without receiving even the basic maintenance. But the situation was the same all around. We were late reaching the operational space. The station squadrons had already retreated, and warning bells were going off in the city. And the people were looking up to his plane, high above the sky. I couldn't see any emotion in his maneuvers. I didn't feel like I was fighting against a human being. I wanted to end that battle as quickly as possible.
Silber Team Commander, former member of the Belkan Air Force, 51st Air Division, 126th Tactical Fighter Squadron, Dietrich Kellerman. He was once the top ace at Belka and a fiery instructor at the Air Force Academy. In 1995, the Belkan Air Force sent him to the front lines to bolster troop morale.
He was good. From what I'd heard about him, I thought he was still just a young mercenary. But he matured since then. He still wasn't perfect, but I could see he had come a long way towards understanding the rules of combat. What's important on the battlefield is to let go of hate, to survive, and to adhere to the rules you've set for yourself. These are the rules I've taught my students. And when I saw him, I could tell my time was done. A new generation had inherited the sky. There was no more need for an old soldier like me.
Every time I flew with him, his skill stood out. He was unstoppable. He was cool-headed and proud, a combat professional. Demon Lord fit him perfectly. Maybe the man was blessed by the goddess of war. Before long, everyone had taken notice of him. More and more would show up to watch him go off on sortie. Mercenaries or maintenance crew, it didn't matter. People wanted to burn his image to their memories. Hell, they weren't the only ones.
Such a nice collection of videos, you know?
The Belkan forces are beginning to take flight.
Another
The
one.
industrial city of Hoffnung is crucial to the enemy's industrial strategy and the heart of its war productions. The Allied forces have decided that all Belkan war production must be stopped to expedite the end of the war, and has requested our participation in this operation. The operation will primarily involve the bombing of ground facilities by the Allied forces' bombers. Your mission is to support those bombers and attack enemy facilities. We have achieved near total air supremacy over the target area, but don't let your guard down. There may still be sporadic resistance.
Just go ahead and get this out there. People on YouTube, I stream these on Twitch, so you'll hear me talking to people in chat. You'll hear me answer questions or just talk on in general. Don't come into somebody else's chat and like offer to buy views. Don't do it. I'd rather make that myself than rely on cheats or just spending money to buy people. I want people to actually have fun watching me play this game. Enough that they feel like they can go out and buy the game themselves or download the game themselves and try it. I generally want people to see these games and go out and play them. Say, oh, well, shit, I didn't even know this existed. Let me go scoop that right quick. This is such a good game, and it came out so long ago that everybody's just forgotten about it. Now everybody's after the next AAA title. Like, calm down and just go back into the past. Find some of that nostalgic factor, man. Like, some of the best games are the games you already have.
Dome 2 to all units. I've confirmed a burning city up ahead.
Hoffnung.
That must mean the bombing started.
Cover the Allied bombers. Eliminate all ground and aerial threats.
Let's move.
So yeah, just don't cheat.
To all bombers, remove no visibility to counterattack. Priority is placed on destruction.
It lessens everybody, and there's no real point in cheating. If it's a single player game like San Andreas, whatever, it's not gonna affect people. I just don't get cheaters in general.
I thought they were on a precision bombing mission. They're just tossing bombs all over the place.
Golem 1, Box 2. Radar lock.
just as a short side rant, I don't get cheating. I don't understand why people do it. A cheap thrill, a laugh, you're wasting your time and everybody else's. If your time is just messing with other people, I guess. But at the same time, like, value your own time. Is that a name playing? Pelican, huh? Yeah, I don't get cheating in general. Just like stop. Value your own time. And just get better. My missiles miss both. That sucks. Or was it already in flames to begin with?
Learn to accept it, kid. This is war. You expect me to believe that arson and indiscriminate bombing is war?
Yes.
No mercy in war. It's a collision of powers. Even war has a set of rules to follow. I've detected an unknown craft on radar. The blip is barely visible. It may be a stealth. I won't let him get back alive.
Damn, he fades in and out, doesn't he?
Don't hold back.
I've been hit.
Man, there's a whole lot more.
Dome team, engage.
I believe we already have, sir.
This is Bomb Unit 3. I'm taking enemy fire. What happened to our escort plane?
It's Vulcan 1. I didn't even lock onto him. Holy hell. That I almost crashed into him. Jesus.
Damn it! Who could have shot me down?
Hey, Vulcan 1. I'm coming for that ass.
I'm being targeted. I can't shake him.
Mayday! 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 Guilty for what they've done to Felka. We'll destroy them all.
Na, 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 na. You know, I kind of wonder if you have to do special things in this match.
Down all Belkin fighters.
It's over.
Ignore the civilians. Our priority is withdrawing the troops out of the area. Abandon Block D. Join up with 5th Company from Block C. Don't leave anything behind for the Allied forces. Mission objective fulfilled. All units, return to base.
Damn them all. Nobody knew why they were fighting anymore. All I felt at that point was sadness for the world. That's why I...
Turned into a bitch.
Pursued by Allied forces, the Belkan forces have taken flight, abandoning Hoffnung. Without military production capabilities, Belka is in a bind. We were also able to confiscate samples of what seemed to be experimental weapons from the abandoned war factories, before Belka had time to use them.